His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Next to me, of course. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. Dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab. Muhammad.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. This is perfect counter lands. Missing with that jab. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. Hold that thought. Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What they're going to do? What's the telling when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. This is a high-octane battle. Threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Straight right just misses. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second,
There's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
There's a counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. And there's the bell to start round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again.
The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? 1, 2, 3. Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get triggered.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. Knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Absolutely.
And there's the bell for round 5. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Good defense stopping that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has this one. Let's start the sixth. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh my, the big fella just got rocked. Down goes Larry Holmes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. That one lands. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down.
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Catch and shoot. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
A perfect counter shot. Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Both men promised to knock their opponent down. There's the bell to start round 8. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident? Who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot, and the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself...
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it, you can do it again.
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are...